Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Libra for the month of June 2022. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. Now, today I am using some astro dice up here, along with tarot dice, fortune-telling cards, and tarot cards, all combined to bring you your messages here today. Beginning with the astro dice, you have the fifth house. And so this is the house of things that give us pleasure. It rules fun and games, gambling, risk-taking, hobbies, pastimes, amusements, all the things that make us feel good, so to speak. Now, it's coming with the sign of Cancer. So, with regards to something that made you feel good, it feels like you could be having or experiencing some very deep feelings. You may have lost something that made you feel good, because this can rule lost friendships. And so, whatever you feel you've lost here, you are very emotional about it. But this sign can also be saying that you may have misinterpreted something. It can be that you are very sensitive and you are easily hurt. Now, I want you to think about that, because that could be some type of trigger. Also, it's important that you perhaps learn to be more open about your feelings rather than internalize them, if that is what you've been doing. And, of course, making assumptions. Because whoever this is, they are assuming something. And that which they are assuming is causing them pain. It stirs up deep emotions. Now, what I feel this is they've lost a friendship, and they may have misinterpreted something and are assuming the worst, because the Raven is here. They may not have all their information. I feel like they don't. And so they're assuming the worst. They may feel like they were betrayed when they weren't. Maybe there's another reason, but they don't know. They don't have that information. So they are left to the imagination and what it could be. And because they are so sensitive, and because they could be carrying triggers, they would be assuming, once again, that the road ahead may not look good, or that there's a threat to something that they greatly desire. They are definitely internalizing their feelings, their desires, their emotions, because the Wyvern is here, indicating that this person has secret feelings, or they have secret emotions, and that they are seeking clarity with the Sun. We also have Pluto, and so it really does talk to patterns, and the fact that the Devil has turned up, I really have to think that it has to do with a trigger. Somebody's carrying an old pattern, an old way of thinking, because of a pattern, because of some experience that left its mark upon them, and they carry that, something that changed how they think. It could have made them feel less than, it could have done anything. Here, what it's done is it's made this person think the worst. There's a deeper wound that needs to be looked at because I can feel it in the moment here. The Pluto energy can force you to look at something deeper, darker, something perhaps that you've been carrying, some type of emotional pain. If you don't look at it, then it talks about more physical and emotional upheaval because of it. So it's something that's being shown, or an area or a direction shown to you that you need to go and look at. That you need to get clarity on so you can set yourself free from that energy. You have a pattern of not talking about things, and then you let them build and build until, until it just kind of becomes unbearable. It's bringing, what it's doing is causing illusions. It's causing you to see, it affects your perception of things, to see things that are not really there. It would help. We do have the golem. I mean, this can be a friend that you could talk to. But this can also be that you are thinking again about somebody who, because you're in this mind frame of doom and gloom. Well, maybe it's not what I thought it was, or maybe they're not who I thought they were. It's like a lot of negative thinking. See, you're undecided. You're looking at something, a cycle that's behind you, and you're trying to decide, is it really over or not? That's what this is saying. You have feelings of rejection here. So here we are in this doom and gloom energy. You could be, again, this can connect to the golem over here, thinking that, or wondering if they led you astray. Maybe they were false. Or you and this person may have talked about new beginnings, having family, having children, and it just never happened. So it's like they got your hopes up, and then boom, hopes dashed. It's emotionally draining for you. Now, you could have withdrawn and maybe are unable to move on, or even to date or whatever. Or they could have withdrawn, simply withdrawn, or there could have been a third party involved. For some. That's not for everybody. Everything feels like it's up in the air. You don't know what to think, really. You don't have all your information, and so the imagination just comes in and fills in the blanks. And you're keeping all of this, all of these dark thoughts and negative thoughts inside of you, and it just builds and builds and builds, and it's like emotionally, it's taking its toll on you. It's like a burnout. There could maybe is no news, or there has been no news. Something feels like it's sleeping. But that person is thinking of you. Look, it's right there. There's been no news. There was like a sudden loss of interest. Somebody suddenly withdrew. Somebody suddenly withdrew. Somebody is thinking of this person. They're thinking of you, and they're thinking of trying to find a solution. So for some reason, it seems or feels to be complicated. But they're thinking about the Ace of Cups. So they're thinking about how much they care about you or how much they love you. They're thinking about possibly reconciling, making a new offer. This could also include an apology. You would be up here. Okay, that's the other person I just talked about, because, I'm picking up for two. You would be up here looking at the fact that there's no action. There's no news. And everything's just up in the air. I don't know what's happening here. Is it over? Is it beginning? What's going to happen? Will there be a new beginning? Everything they said, everything we talked about, was it true or was it false? Were they pretending? Were they faking? And so you're trying to, you don't have information. So this is all these negative thoughts that fill in the blanks, and so, okay, well, I haven't had any news, so that means this. you don't have that information. It's just that, again, this is an assumption. And with Pluto being here, you could be obsessing over these dark thoughts or what you believe is going on. And your lesson here is not to make assumptions. Get your facts. Because without the facts, you just keep rolling in the emotion of the loss. And you know it's true. So, somebody was not committing or did not commit or withdrew from a commitment. Let's see what's here. Somebody feels left out in the cold by another person's decision, and they're unable to move on. So that's her. You, I feel. Now, I mean, it could be reversed, but that's what I'm feeling. And she's looking down at the raven with all these dark thoughts. And she still has all of these secret feelings. And maybe it just all feels like a big mystery as to, whether she will get her vision, or what she wants, which is this, being a couple, being in a couple, and making decisions for the future with somebody else. Yeah, Two of Cups. I feel like this is, I think that you're feeling that everything is unfair, and everything is a mystery. You don't have your answers. You're in the dark about whether or not this you will be able to, or no, you're in the dark as to whether this person will give you the answers you need. Because this is somebody sharing information about or having to do with the wounding. To restore the balance. Somebody here got stung and wounded by the sting of somebody's action or words. Okay, so this is where it changes. We have the Two of Cups and we have the Eight of Wands. There is there's a very important message coming. Somebody takes an emotional decision to set things right. This is happening. They are very much attracted to you. Okay, still, even if you can't see it, whatever's happening here, whatever I'm seeing here, you can't see it. You can't see it because it hasn't happened yet. All right, it's you don't see it coming, and you're not even you desire it, but your perception is on something else. Okay, you're looking or thinking the worst, so you're not really expecting it, but you do desire it. You have the Sun. It's not, whatever you're thinking, it's not as bad as you're thinking right away with the Sun. Somebody is coming to make things right. We see it here with Justice and the Eight of Wands. This person is very attracted to you. We also have the Two of Cups. And we have this card. And this card says, the wait is over. The wait is finally over. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.